Good morning, people. What's going on? Hopefully you can hear me. Good morning, good
Yeah.
morning. Ah, Fishyman, I
Good
hear you.
morning, everybody.
Fishyman's in my ear. I accidentally got my cameras reversed, so I had to rush around real quick and move a camera. I forgot which one I come into after the transition. I should mark these things. Good idea. I probably forgot. All right, let me pull up my chat. What's going on, people? Good morning. Thanks for hanging out on the easy Sunday morning Fishroom Hangout stream. Now, we're supposed to have a guest today. However, the guest texted me early and said that their power's out. And it was supposed to be on before the stream went live, but it hasn't happened yet. So hopefully that gets restored. And then they'll come up when the time comes. Otherwise,
The mystery guest.
the mystery guest will remain a mystery. Let me minimize screen here so I
Very
can.
mysterious.
Very mysterious. So we'll leave it a mystery until then, folks, okay? But let's say hey. Hi. Jeremy, what's going on? Like, is he awake? Yes, I'm awake. I've had my coffee. Speaking of coffee, Joe Coffee, good morning. Good morning. Awake might be a subjective term. Woo. Yes. Apparently my mouth is not awake. Scotty the Fish Freak, good morning. John McKenzie. Scotty Aquati. What's going on, man? Oh, Scotty the Fish Freak, I got questions for you, man. Got to answer these questions because I missed your stream yesterday. And I'm sorry. But I was busy. This aquascaping contest, everybody's got the supplies, right? We all got a box of our own supplies, or we all got one communal box of supplies. And we're not allowed to bring anything outside, correct? Just whatever's there. Except for fish. You can add like whatever your own fish, right? If you were to bring a fish to drop in there. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Michael Long Family Shoal. Good morning. What's going on? Atkins, what's up? Ian. DJ Autocross, good morning, good morning. Only Oscars, what's up? Window Liquor number 5, what up? Scott Answer, how we doing? Dennis Christensen. Another week has passed, can you believe it? I know, tell me about it. Are you kids ready? Who lives in a basement in the bottom of Pennsylvania? Degenerate Feast Keeper. Oh, yeah, that would work. Tian Aqua, what up, man?
Harry wants to know if you bought anything last night.
Yes, I did. New York Township, good morning. We'll talk about what I bought last night. Glitch Aquatics, what's going on? Chris Aquazone, yo, man. Aquarium Daily, hello, my fishy friends. Hello, hello. Daniel Velez, what's up, man? How you doing? Am I missing anybody? Terry's Tropical Tanks, what's going on, man?
Glitch.
Yep, Glitch, I said hi. All right, I think I said hi to everyone. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I bought, I won at the Skipper Fish Fam auction. I won me a 5 juvenile rainbow darters. I'm gonna put them in my, well, I'm gonna run. Probably don't need to run to quarantine, but I feel so nervous about doing that. I'm gonna put them in with the it's an unheated tank, goldfish, uh, white cloud minnows. I think they'll do good in there. Got a lot of flow.
Are you gonna let him ship them, or you gonna wait till it clash?
Mm-hmm.
Pick them up.
I paid for the shipping.
Oh, you did.
I did. I didn't even realize. Didn't think about it. I'm like, wait a minute, you're going to Clash, aren't you? Could have waited a month, I guess. Um, yeah. That's that. Yeah. Yeah. I won the bid on them. They were just kind of like, I don't know. It was just too tempting. Too tempting. But what else is new? Well, hang on. Let's change cameras for a sec here because I got a better video quality. Look at that. Different angle. Same me. Let's move this camera. I have an issue in the fish room. Maybe we can talk about this. Remember my festivums that I finally found, picked up at the water's edge last week? Kirk, do you remember
Yeah.
this? Fishimon, remember?
Yeah.
You remember? Well,
Best of them's for the rest of them.
best of them's for the rest of them. I'm gonna put the camera on this, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see anything. Anyway,
Jeremy says he really wanted them done. Or,
did you? Oh, that's right. You were bitten. That's right. That's right, Jeremy. I
oh no
forgot.
no no no, the rainbow shiner he wants.
Oh, the shine. Somebody was bitten. I do remember Jeremy bidding on something.
Mm.
Did I just kill this camera? No. Okay, we're still good. Okay, festivums for the rest of them. Actually, that's the one, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know if you can see it on this guy, but he's got some weird stuff growing on him. It's actually kind of out of focus. Hang on, let's see if I can fix that. Do 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 do. Yeah, you can see kind of on his body right there. The guy on the bottom. He's got like these. It almost looks like ick, but it's not ick. Zoom in on him a little
What
bit.
did Vinay say it was?
Hang on. We have just trying to see if we can see it. Yeah, you can see it right there, right? Like the
Yeah.
lumps on his head. He's munching. All right, so we got that. Now, I believe we discussed this at length. I can't remember the stupid name of it. Hold on. That's why I write this stuff down. I should put it in my Discord for the fish disease channel.
Mm.
Epistylus is what we were discussing.
Yeah.
Now, I could show this.
He says it's a bacteria that causes an irritation that makes the fish form, makes it a fungus grow. So you gotta treat for the bacteria
Yeah, that's
well
actually
as the fungus.
yeah. 3G said it's not happy he has his tail clamped. That's actually the first thing that I noticed is like when I first got these for the first 3 or 4 days, they all had their fins clamped. And I was like, all right, that's a little weird. Maybe it's just because they're transitioning to like different water parameters or stressed, yada yada yada. But nope. Well, I mean, maybe that's still a factor, but that guy right there that we're looking at with the whatever. Anyway, this is the Epistylus stuff that we were talking about. It looks very similar to this. Like that's extreme. That's extreme.
3G said I'd run the temperature.
Yeah, run it up a little bit. See, it does look very similar to a lot of this. Like it's not that bad. I did, I had, well, I wasn't sure exactly what was happening. So the first thing I did is I put Icex in the water, which I believe is part of the treatment. It's often similar white spot. You can use formalin and malachite green, which is an Icex, and antibiotics like Canaplex and Maricin 2. Alright, I don't have Canaplex or Maricin 2, but I did order Canaplex on Amazon this morning, and it should be here today at some point. So they say. And I don't know exactly how to get it in the food, so that's going to be a process.
What is it? A powder or
I'm assuming it's
liquid? Or,
probably a powdered food. So I'm sure it's like you got to mix a little bit in with water into the. And I got some garlic guard too, I guess, to mask the taste. So I don't know, dudes. Dudettes.
Jeremy asked if you got it with salt as yet.
If I got a what? Hang on. What you said?
If you have shot it with salt as yet.
No, I haven't. I haven't done salt. All right, okay. So this is what I did. Back to the camera. I wasn't sure what was on them. I knew it wasn't ick, but it looked like ick. So I was like, okay, I threw in the Icex and I threw in Prazi Pro, right? Anti-parasites. Because I wasn't sure if it was like flukes or something. So I put that in the water. However, then like I did a little, we got the brain trust together and started thinking about it. And meanwhile, what long story short is I don't want to just change water after I just did a course of. I'd like the course of anti-parasites to run just in case they do have parasites, because I'm pretty sure these are wild caught fish, right? So it can't hurt to anti-parasite them, right? But I think like they recommend a 5-day course. It's been 3 days. I think you can do 3 days.
Terry got a tip for you. He said unthaw brine shrimp
And then add
and
the meds in.
then add the meds to it and let it soak for a while.
Yeah, that's actually probably a good idea. And then you could probably, I mean, even if you made up a batch, you could probably refreeze the brine shrimp and just feed them. You know what I
So
mean?
it would still contain
The medicine. I don't. Maybe freezing the medicine would be a bad idea. That might be a bad idea.
just do a little bit.
Doesn't Basileus have medicated food? I don't know. I went on Ken's Fish and looked around. They did have medicated food, but the only medicated food I saw that they had was the metronidazole. Or was it Metro? It might have been Levamazole. I don't remember. I don't remember.
I got a medicated pellet, but it's
And
for
good morning, John McKenzie.
parasites. It's for internal parasites,
Yeah, exactly.
which this is not.
This is not. This is supposedly a bacterial infection. Well, it's supposedly like a fungus, and it's like a symbiotic relation. It's like a fungus that grows and a bacteria that feeds on it. And then I believe it just starts lifting up the scales and stuff. And it's like feeding on the flesh. Like one of them's feeding on the fish, and then the other one's feeding on what's growing on the fish. So,
Shanna's there. Good
good
morning,
morning, Shanna.
Shanna. Dave Farrell. Morning.
Exacto mundo. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. I believe. Well, I should hardly do the water change now, right? All right. It says
You
Epistylus
asking
does
me?
not feed on the fish. It feeds on the bacteria in the skin mucus of the fish and in the water column. Epistylus is commonly accompanied by pathogen gram-negative bacteria, either as fin rot, slime coat disease, or septicemia.
Is he still eating?
Yes, absolutely eating. They actually eat quite a bit. They're like their appetite. I mean, look at him right now. He's like picking on, trying to find food. He's even pooping. Look at him. I believe that's the guy that's got the scales. Yeah, I think that's him. So he's doing good as far as that goes.
As long as he's still eating, he can ingest medicine.
Epistylus is distantly related to ick, and according to the literature, is susceptible to copter and formalin malachite green, just like ick. Okay, so that's already in the water. But if fish have white spots, which might be ick or might be Epistylus, it will not hurt the fish to put in Yeah, okay. Okay, it does say that it can't hurt, but it also says that according to the author, that Epistylus does not readily respond to ick meds, so it might not do much. Let's put it that way. So I got the Canaplex coming. I don't have Marison too. I guess I could have ordered that. I'm not sure what else I can use. It says, all right. So let's keep reading here. It said it can't hurt to use the ick meds and feed the fish medicated foods. Probably 50% of the cases of white spots should be treated as both ick and Epistylus. There you go. This research, which says a 1.5 to 2% salt bath, 3.5 in salt concentration of the ocean, okay, repeated every 24 hours is effective. That's a lot of math. 2% salt bath. I don't even know how to do that math. Treatment consists of three therapeutic. Oh wait, you can do baths like an actual like dip, I guess. Treatments consist of 3 therapeutic baths performed every 48 hours for 20 minutes with different concentrations of common salt. 0, 1, 1.5, 2%. oh, this is an experiment. The experiment lasted 6 days. 24 hours later, after the last batch of fish were sampled to check for the presence of the parasite in blood collection, salt treatments of 1.5% and 2% were effective in eliminating the parasites 82% and 78% of the time. Fish subjected to the 2% batch showed higher hematocrit and hemoglobin values compared to the fish in the controls, whatever that means. Basically, it probably stressed them out. You put the fish in a bath for up to 20 minutes. Watch the fish carefully. Different fish have different tolerances. When the fish loses equilibrium and rolls over, return it to fresh water. Yeah, I don't know if I want to be doing this.
Yeah,
That seems like I'd probably end up killing a fish before I killed a
that
Epistylus.
sounds like a move for a rocket scientist.
Yeah, exactly. And I am not. So I would definitely kill that fish. I have pictures too, so let's look at the pictures. Where are we at? It's August. Do do do. Okay, this is that fish. Kind of hard to see, but you can see the little lumps here on his body on the side.
And the liquor is asking if the tank is isolated.
Yeah, it's a yes.
Functional.
It's a quarantine system. It is. It does have a lot of plants and stuff in it. It's pretty well established. It's been a quarantine for whatever, and I really haven't run meds in it in a long time. I haven't needed to. But this is the reason why I quarantine, right? You can see how bad that looks. It's kind of hard to get like an actual good picture of it. It's not like these dudes like to pose for me. But you get the idea. Oops. Yeah, he's still there. He's hanging out. So, we got that to deal with. Yo, I found some footage from the Triple Crown. Look at this. Thing's crazy looking. Forgot it was on, oops. Thought it was on this camera. Here. This is one of the things that we're selling at the Triple Crown. Fire track eel. And all these, what do you call them? Fishers. First, you can just look at the ground for a sec. Alright. Back to the beginning.
What
Pretty
is
cool.
that, a fire track eel?
Yeah. This is the set just looped. Exciting, right?
And the shearers or
Yep.
biters or
Bikers,
bikers or
Bashirs, Bickers. Alright, so back to this treatment. I'm guessing we could put salt in the water. That would probably be a good call. A liter of water is 1,000 grams. There are 5.6 grams of salt in a level teaspoon. So a 1.5 solution is about 3 level teaspoons of salt per 1 liter of water, or 10 level teaspoons, or 1/4 of a cup per gallon. Jesus, that's a lot. That's a lot. Well, I mean, that's enough for a dip, right? Yeah, but
you don't want to make it that strong.
all right. This says treating Epistylus indirectly with a mature filter. A mature filter full of brown gunk is a very good treatment for Epistylus. The reason behind this is somewhat lengthy, cause and effect chain, but the logic is sound, even if there is no research backing it. The Epistylus organism is present in almost all tanks feeding on bacteria in the water. When the bacteria count in the water gets high, such as when a new tank and new filters are set up, Epistylus can proliferate and end up on the fish. Once on the fish, it can become pathogenic and erode the protective coating of the fish skin. This allows pathogenic bacteria to enter the body and start septicemia. Alternatively, the septicemia can come before the Epistylus. Okay, so there's that. with an old uncleaned filter, more than 2 months old, which is pretty much what we have. Probably older than that, a lot older than that. The tank's been running for over a year. And I did medicate, like, last time I used meds, oh god, I don't remember. It's probably when I had Mr. G in there. I don't remember running too much else. That was well over a year ago. Well, yeah, I think it was a year ago. Alright, so anyway, when the with an old, unclean filter, more than 2 months old, the filter is mature and has a good coating of brown gunk on it. Yeah. This brown gunk will have a ton of Epistylus organisms and other organisms much like Epistylus, and it eating the bacteria in the water. The Epistylus in the filter will eat so much of the bacteria in the water column that will not be bacteria for Epistylus organisms on the fish to eat and reproduce. Okay, so this disease prevention by an established mature filter is a very important feature in all aquariums. It is why the experts keep emphasizing how a mature aquarium is so much more healthy than a new. I agree with that. The bacteria, the filter has time to mature all different types of bacteria that will feed on the water column, right? Basically what that's saying.
2EG's asking what temperature is the tank.
77, I think. I should probably bump it up. Maybe throw in some salt. It's chest. Let me see what the temp is. I haven't changed the temp. 78 degrees, which is not cold, right? I'd say it's like on
Yeah,
the
but it's not warm
lower end of.
either.
Nah, I would say 78 is warm. I would not say it's hot. But I do think maybe turning up the heat a little would help. So we're gonna do that. Well, here, let's do that now. Let me take the zoom off of this. Yeah. But what else? So if we're gonna do salt, we need to figure out how much salt we're gonna do as a prophylactic. Well, I guess it's not prophylactic anymore, is it? It's reactive. But we should do a water change first, right? Because there is ICX and Prazi Pro. So I'll turn up the heat. We'll do a little bit of a water change, nothing crazy, maybe a third. We'll let it settle down, then maybe we'll add some salt. I'll probably ICX again just to be safe. I think the ICX is not hurting, and like that article said, it's probably better to treat for both. Look at this guy, he's like eating duckweed or guppy grass? No, he's eating moss. Ravenous dude. Feed me, Seymour. Okay. 2 knuckles of salt. That'd be a lot of salt, dude. Well, I guess it depends. 2 knuckles in a shot glass is not much. Okay. Let's turn the heat. Feel the heat.
How much did you buy? 4?
About 4 of them, yeah.
Are all 4 still alive?
Yeah. It appears to be. Yes, all 4 are still alive. And the only one that has anything visible on him is that guy. However, they all did have clamped fins. Or they all seem to have clamped fins, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Some are worse than others. Alright, let's get this crap out the way. Ow. Monty was on the prowl this morning, man. Holy cow. He was going crazy. Now he's probably passed out somewhere.
Doing what?
I don't know, doing this cat thing, man. I usually give him usually during the weekdays, and I give like around 7:30 in the morning. They all get treats, right? Cats get minnows, freeze-dried minnows, and the dog gets like either a chewed bully stick or whatever, or she gets minnows too. Anyway, today I like totally spaced off and didn't give him anything, so Monty was down here like crying. I was like, "What is wrong, Monty?" He's just like, nobody loves me. And I'm like, "Oh, that's right, I didn't give you any treats." Now let's suck up all the mulm. A little bit of a water change here. I don't run carbon in my filter, so I guess we don't have to worry about that. The only thing I'm worried about is, like with the meds, is there's a lot of plants in this tank. Well, not a lot of plants, but there are plants in this tank. There's guppy grass, Java
3G
moss.
said, do one thing at a time so you can tell what worked
Yeah.
or what worked.
Well, I'm gonna raise the temp. I am gonna put ICX back in here. I don't think that's hurting anything. I think it actually, if anything, that's keeping stuff off the skin or off their whatever scales. If that makes any sense. Like, it definitely cures more than just what do you call it? Ick. Alright, that's probably good. We don't want to do too much of a water change. Yeah, I guess we'll let the temp rise. Let me do this. Bam. Bam. Let's put the hose away. And we gotta get out the other hose. A lot of hoses around here.
Don't use that cyclone in any other tank. So
Well, it'll dry out before I use it. Maybe I should sterilize it. Hang on, I don't have enough slack. Don't have enough slack.
the salt will probably not be good for the plants too, but
Yeah, I'm
you
not
could
really.
always get more plants.
Yeah, and this is a quarantine system. The only thing in there is like, well, I could take out the. Oops, we're just knocking things around, aren't we? I mean, I have buse in here, like one piece of buse. I have a whole bunch of the duckweed, or not duckweed, guppy grass. I keep calling it duckweed. Guppy grass and Java moss, and then there's like a piece of, I think it was whatever you gave me, Luigia. I don't remember. Something else floating around here. Alright, doing a water change. Maybe we should take the plants out. Let's take the plants out. There's no reason to keep the plants in, really. Or at least that many plants. Right? The only thing it's going to do is weaken the meds. And they're going to start dying. Because of the salt. Right?
Yeah.
So we can take these plants out. I don't think I can stick them in another tank though, right? Because we have technically, what do you call it? Infected. Hose is going back. Back. Turn that off. Turn that off. Alright, let me get a little thingy for the plants. I guess we're just tossing these. Well, the buse I can probably stick somewhere. Can I?
I don't know. Can plants transfer diseases of a quarantine tank to another tank?
Yeah, I would assume. I mean, it's the water that, like, if it's bacterial living in the water, it could be living on the plants too, right? I probably should have did this before I did the water change. I'm gonna have to get rid of all the plants, but we're gonna get rid of them. Tell you what, we'll leave the Wigia and we'll leave the buse. And just take out as much of this Java moss as possible. Right?
Yeah.
That way the plants or the fish have got something to hang on to. Let's get this stuff off the filter too. So basically, they were saying to treat it with a mature filter too. Like, I guess just the bacteria living in the filter could be enough to eat the bacteria or starve out whatever's eating on the fish. I think was what they were saying. Is that what you read into that?
Yeah.
Because I know you were listening so intently on everything I said.
You should, yeah.
Yeah, I should what?
Should you don't have another filter that's cycled?
Yeah, I do. But in
Drop
that,
it in as well. Run 2 filters in there.
yeah, maybe. But then I'm contaminating a second cycled filter. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that because there is 2 filters on that tank already. There's a sponge
Oh,
filter
there
and
is.
yeah, and a
And
Hangout back. The little AquaClear. It's only a little one, but it's giving flow. Okay. Better, right? So we'll let this settle down. I'm just gonna keep feeding these guys too, like. Oh, wait a second. What's going on? Is that guy got it now too? Let me see. Where is the infected guy? It's not him. That's him. Okay. And that guy in the back. No, alright. So far, it just looks like it's only on that guy still. Alright, cool. Well, we'll let that settle down. Then we will maybe add that Icex. Otherwise, the temp's going up. Alright, moving on. We'll let that settle out. We'll worry about that in a minute.
what did you do? Just raise it 1 degree?
I don't know. I mean, I just turned up the little, it's like a little dial, so I turned it up and I'm going to have to check it out. Like, keep an eye on it.
It's very hard to be precise with those.
Yeah,
Heaters.
exactly. Like, they're not exactly. If it was a heater controller, it'd be easy, right?
Yeah.
What we got here?
What do we have in this tank?
Can you see it on the glass there?
What, shrimp?
What's on the glass? It's too close.
Oh, it's a tongue.
A flounder.
Mhm.
I see one in the glass or the soil too. Where my finger is at, right there. That shrimp is walking right by him. We should probably feed these guys. It's been, it hasn't been that long. Can we get this to focus better?
Those tanks are so close together.
Yeah, they're right next to each other.
They you have lids on them, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Let's take this focus. There we go. That's better. See that planaria running across the ground there? Right in front of the flounder? Almost like he's on the flounder right now. He's crawling across the flounder's face. You see that? That's nuts. Clearly they don't care. But I also have planaria in this tank, so might be an issue.
Surely the flounder will eat planaria, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it probably would if they were hungry. I mean, apparently I've been feeding them a little too well. Maybe I shouldn't feed them. You should
You
starve
don't
them.
give them a fasting day?
Yeah, I do. Actually, they've been fasting. Actually, I usually fast them like 1 or 2 days. because I usually feed a lot of blackworms, and the blackworms always kind of crawl into the soil too. So
Yeah, so you
it's kind
let
of like
them
a
hunt them.
exactly. Well, a lot of times they just eat whatever's on top, and then they whatever I guess throughout the days rest. All right, I got some blackworms here. Whoa. Gotta rinse these though. Blackworms, my culture. I mean, it's not like just got a lot of like dirty water. I guess is the word. Wouldn't say it's disgusting, but it's disgusting.
I think those blackworms, they release slime or something in the water.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they definitely have waste. I know that. And they kind of make. I don't know. Yes, they definitely like. They can make the water funky. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that one. I remember I bought a portion
Oh
the
yeah,
same day you bought those fish.
yeah.
Yeah, they didn't last long.
Did you fed
I
them though?
fed them all out that one
Yeah, I was
day.
gonna say you probably fed them, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
but the water they keep those in, like, oh god, that's like almost like sewage water, man.
yeah, no. Well,
It pretty much is sewage water, no doubt, like straight up sewage water.
I seen this one video where this guy was collecting, I think it was bloodworms, and it was from like a
Sewage treatment plant.
not a sewage treatment plant, but it was like like a drain,
I saw,
basically.
yeah. I was what was I watching? There was some video of like them, like it was like whatever contractors doing, like, you know how they like can't stick a camera down a sewer main to like see,
Mm,
see what's down there blocking things. They came across this big ass ball of like, it looked like slime, like, like something out of like a nightmare, but it turned out it was just a ball of, I think it was tubifex worms,
right.
like a huge ball, like big enough to like be blocking half the sewer. Like, yo,
I
nope.
mean, they probably break down the waste into,
Oh yeah, because they're eating whatever is getting stuck. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's kind of like snails. They grow, stuff like that. Kind of nature isn't
it's
gonna let
all
a whole
part
bunch
of
of
the
like
chain.
uneaten
It's
food. Yeah,
all part
exactly.
of the chain.
Exacto mundo. All right, let's go over here. Let's get some blackworms. I feed this tank every once in a while. I do grindleworms too, but I don't know if they eat the grindleworms as much as they eat the blackworms. But I also don't just want to feed too much blackworms either, because then they're gonna be like they're gonna lack nutrition at some point, I think. We see the worms falling. Yes, we can. Oops, scared that guy on the left there. You can't even see the guy on the left. He's barely on screen. Let's go a little bit this way. You should be able to see two of them. The shrimp is on the left there, is actually standing on the other guy. Yep, he didn't like it. He's like, get off me.
I think maybe they hunt the shrimplets too.
Ah, maybe. But I think like this tank, there'd be enough shrimplets that they could, enough places they could hide. Guys on the hunt. Dun dun dun. Now there are four of them in
That's
here. Also, all four of them were still alive. I believe it was yesterday, the day before I saw them.
all four at once.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot better at blending, so guessing the guy on the right isn't hungry, or he's just waiting because he knows we're looking. Yeah, so give it a minute here, see if anybody else eats on. We got that dude scooting around. Could also feed the baddest, man. Got extra black worms.
I have absolutely no luck with Pattis.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on with that. Might just be the stock. Oh yeah, dude.
Probably, yeah.
You know what else we got an issue with here? Well, I mean, it is a little bit of an issue. Not like a bad issue. Oh man.
The worms are just walk. I mean, the shrimp are just walking all over
Yeah. Mhm.
that flounder.
Speaking of that, I guess I could show you guys this because you know, tight, tight like that, yo. But I have some raw footage here that I thought was pretty cool. Give me a second, I will find it. I believe it's this one. 908. 908. Where's 908? 908. We don't need the audio. Dude, that shrimp is all over that dude. You won't leave him alone. Oh wait, the one on the right's moving. He woke up. Guy's like, leave me alone, you stupid shrimp. Yep, there he goes. He's creeping. He's creeping like a little muppet. They look like little scrubbing bubbles. Remember that commercial? Don't they?
A little bit.
Get a little like they get a little fat. They get a little thick. They can't like lay flat. Like little humps.
It's almost like that one shrimp is trying to run after that
I
black worm.
was gonna say, is he eating that black worm? He might just be
Nah,
cleaning it.
I've seen my shrimp go after my grindle when I feed grindle worms. So
You know, this guy's might actually not be. I might have been feeding him too much. Well, that dude's eating like crazy. But the one on the right, if you see that, it's got like I don't know some tan spots like on the closest to us. That's his belly,
yeah,
and it's like really fat. So I'm guessing he ate a bunch. Oh, did I feed him last night? Oh my god, I fed him last night. That's why they're so full.
oh
Totally
my
forgot about.
god,
I totally forgot about that. I did that before I went to bed. Anyway, check this out. I got some close-up footage of this. Let's play it. See the eyeballs? See the eyeballs?
yeah.
Okay, just checking. This like shrimp like stands on his face, and there's planaria driving by. Man, this tank's got a lot going on here.
I wait for it to come up on my TV screen
Oh yeah, so you can see it.
because it's so much bigger than my phone, which is delayed.
It's funny. There's one in the back here too. Like this shrimp is on another flounder. See him? That's crazy. Such is the life of a flounder hanging at the bottom. You gotta act like it. You gotta
I
act
can
like you.
actually see stuff moving in the sand as well. Like
Yeah, like little planarias like down here. Wait, where
no,
was it? Something was moving down here. Yeah, right here. Over here, something's moving. Oh, that might have been the flounder though.
I'm almost certain they probably eat the planaria too.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. But like I said, they got easier meals. Look at this guy. He's got 3 freaking shrimp. It's like, all right, leave me alone. It's probably good for him though. They're probably just cleaning them. But you see this part right here? That's his fat belly sticking out. That's how fat he is with
Yeah,
black worms. Because they're like a traditional fish. You know what I mean? Like you almost have to turn them like not flat, right? Turn them on their edge And then there's a top and a bottom to them, and like a traditional fish, they just their mouth moved to one side and their eye moved to one side, and they just lay on one side. Basically, is what they do. Pretty weird, but cool. Let's see, guy's gonna eat one too. Look at how big his stomach is. You can see it. You can actually see how fat that stomach is right now. He's gonna go eat more.
Obviously, the black worms are probably easier, or they probably taste better or something than
Yeah,
the
exactly.
planaria.
Well, I'm definitely gonna go light on the feeding for these guys.
By just going to church.
Have fun, Vibes. Thanks for stopping in, man. All right. Okay. So, flounders. Cool. Cool stuff. God.
Um,
All right.
Eduardo wanted to know what type of shrimp those were.
Blue Dreams. I know they look kind of black, but at least in this picture they look black. But they are not. They are blue. Well, some of them are dark. Dark. I should do some culling. Look at all these shrimplets, though. Like, I don't think the shrimplets are suffering at all. See them on the glass?
Yeah.
I'm seeing two. I don't know where the other two are. Probably hiding. Oh, I see one all the way in. I see the other two are all the way in the back on the glass there. On the right. Can you see back that far? The other two flounders are on the glass in the back corner, in the back left. I guess they're full too.
I
Speaking of
see some black-beard algae
no, come on.
in that tank. Yeah.
There's no algae in any of my tanks. Out of your mind.
Talking of black-beard algae, my planted tank, I was looking at it last week, and guess what I seen on the pre-filter? Tufts of black-beard algae.
It's good, man. It's good for you. It's a sign
So
of a healthy tank.
I, as soon as I seen it, I went online and ordered 3 more pre-filters, and I changed it out just yesterday.
Why do you
As
think?
I,
Oh, because it was growing on the pre-filter and you just
it
want it
was
off.
growing like little tufts on the pre-filter, so I just changed the pre-filter out.
You're out of your
Not that
gourd.
it totally got rid of it, but at least it's not like, you know.
You're out of your gourd, man. Where is my?
Yeah, well, obviously you have had a lot of experience with embracing your black
That's
beard
what I'm
algae.
saying, man. Don't fight it. Don't fight it.
I
You
have
cannot.
not.
You must embrace the algae. Now I
I am
am
still
missing.
going to fight it.
You're gonna fight and you're gonna fight and you're gonna fight. You're gonna lose. I'm looking for
Matt says,
my.
"Quiet, Kirk. I want to listen to Maria Neryu. Niru.
Wait. What did you just say? You wanna listen?
Matt
I missed that.
Matt is saying, quiet, Kirk. I want to listen to Maria Niryu.
Nir.
Neryu.
Nerd you?
Hey, talking
I
about.
don't know what nerd you is.
Yeah, 3G. That's how I feel about it. I want to burn it with fire. I want to take that pre-filter and bury it. I kept it, but I washed it out, and I'm gonna leave it to dry out completely.
Burn it in the oven and bury it in the yard.
Get a flamethrower.
There you go. All right, I'm draining some baby brine at the moment here that I had cooking. So.
I have not hatched baby brine in
Well, I just hatched it today.
longest time.
For the longest time. Sorry.
Should really start back hatching.
I know, that's kind of where I was. I was getting real lazy with it. I'm like, all right, I'll do it
But
sometime.
my brindle worms have been like really taken off, so
Yeah, I gotta. Speaking
I
of that, I
feed
still gotta get
brindle
Robert
worms a
his
lot.
Grindelworms. Robert, I still have your Grindelworms. The colony got a little, it got a little sketchy on me, so I had to like rebuild it to make sure it wasn't, you know, sending you dead worms. So it's getting there. Plus, it's it was really hot out. So if you're
I
still here,
have
Robert,
no
I gotta
clue
tell
what
you.
you're talking about, Matt,
Remember that one
and I
time, that's
will
one
not
stream?
shut up.
I wasn't talking to you. Oh, you're
No,
talking to Matt.
Matt, Matt, Matt's telling me to shut up. You know what I'm? He says, "Shut up, Kirk." You know what I meant?
Yeah,
I
Kirk.
can't even see yet, let alone type.
Yeah, Kirk.
Debbie, how are you this morning, Debbie?
Oh, Debbie is gonna do that every single time now, right? Without fail.
Jo- John McKenzie says, "Fisherman, collect all your BBA and bring it to Jason's house
Yes, I will cure it for you.
so it can bask in the glory of other black beard
Look at these
algae."
little dudes. I haven't looked at these guys in a little while. Starting to grow up, and it's been a long time. These are Celebi's Rainbow Fry. I've had these about 3 months, probably maybe even more. I hatched these out. It's been a while. This is the last things I had hatched out. I was like, oh, let me just try and hatch these guys out because I wanted to have more of them. A, for my colony, and B, I thought they were cool fish, but they take a while to grow up.
As compared to like
The pseudos,
the pseudomogills.
yeah, the pseudo McGills, man, they grew up well. At least the Gertrudes and the Fricatas, kind of. I'd say within a month, they were 6 weeks. They were, you know,
Already
you could tell. Yeah, you
distinguishable.
could tell the sexes at like 6 weeks, something like that. And from speaking of pseudos, last week I believe it was when we set up that rack, right? Was that last week? That was last week. Um, the top tank. This is the rack, by the way. This is the 10-gallon. This is my fry grow out tank. Um, these are getting big soon. Soon I can put them in with
Is,
the adults. The adults are up there in this tank. There's
trying to
five,
figure out,
five of
is
those.
Matt referring to you as Maria?
I don't
Because
know
he
what he's
says
talking.
I want to hear Maria, not Kirk. Is that clear, Kirk?
I don't know.
So he must be referring to you as Maria.
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. Maria might be in chat. I haven't seen her though. I know she lurks. She likes to lurk. It's too early for her to talk, to interact. I can understand that. I can respect that. People just lay there, or
Oh,
just
this
mill
is
around.
your fry rack. What's
Yeah,
those the salty blue eyes?
that's what we're talking about. That's what I was gonna go up there and look at right now. These guys. Now, camera's like a little. It's a little low. Like the tripod does not reach that high, so I gotta look up. Yeah. So I was talking. So speaking of Maria Z, last week after the stream, she said, "Hey, your salty blue eyes, the Pseudomugo cyanodorsalis is their scientific name. They are known as the blueback blue eye, is their common name. I refer to them as the
Throwback
salty
cover.
blue eyes because I keep them brackish. They're like 1.015 salinity. But yeah, so the salty blue eyes, she's like, yeah, she's like, I could tell that males from females. In my experience, is if you throw a mop in there, they'll lay eggs. Whether the egg is viable or not, or they should be breeding at that young, they can. And I was like, all right, well, I made a mop, threw it in there, checked it like 3 days later, and Sure enough, there was some eggs in that mop. So I stuck a little net breeder and I threw the mop in the net breeder. Give it like 2 weeks, see if anything comes out of it. I could probably just make another mop and throw it in there too. See, so we might get some fry out of this. If not, I'll just let them grow up. But man, they're starting to color up. No, it's really hard. I should get some footage of these guys because I don't know, they're really cool looking. Like they get this, I don't know, it's like a rainbow fish, right? Like the camera never does it justice, and they have this incredible sheen about them that like I don't know, you almost have to see it in person to actually appreciate it. But yeah, so set that up.
So no fryers yet.
No fry. Well, I had eggs, but it hasn't even been a week that I've had the eggs. So I think Wednesday is when I
Jeremy's.
put the mop in the when I checked the mop for eggs, and it only had been in the tank for like 2.5, 3 days. 3 days, I think. Sunday I put it in there. I checked it Wednesday, and then I moved it into the net breeder on Wednesday,
Well, it is now
Sunday.
Sunday.
So it's been 4 days since I've seen the eggs. And they usually,
Uh,
my experience, it usually takes about 2 weeks to hatch them, depending on temp.
Jeremy. Jeremy says, was
And
Jason his own special guest?
oh yeah, all right. So the special guest uh, contacted me this morning and said that their power is out, and it was supposed to be on by the time the stream started, but it's still out. Now, this guest is, if the power comes back on in anywhere in the near future, they can come back up, or they can come up, and then we can do that. If not, I guess we'll schedule it for another day. No worries, man. This is the easy stream. No stress, right?
Until then,
So the
the
secret guest.
identity of the secret guest shall remain secret.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. So
So,
stay tuned,
so
folks.
don't try to pump me for information, Jeremy.
Unless you
It
got
won't
money.
work
Money works on him.
unless you got money. Yeah,
Yeah, money works on him.
send me money and I'll tell you exactly who it is.
There you go. What do you need, like 50? 50?
I don't know. Maybe the price of a zebra.
Jeez. Wow. Getting a little extreme here, man. All right.
I don't think he wants to know that bad.
Yeah, right. You can wait a week or two. These are my Geophagus Tapajos. These guys are going crazy. Now, if anybody remembers here, this is a 10-gallon blindscape that I did, the Blind Fish Keeper Challenge. You just have blue dreams in it. Notice I said used to. I put these guys in here going, oh, they're kind of small and they won't worry about it. No, 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 no.
They decimated the
Oh,
whole
no, I managed
population.
to save like 5 after I realized what was actually happening. Because I did notice that the shrimp are all hiding on the back glass. I'm like, okay, whatever. They're probably just getting chased off. Then I saw one trying to get some food. And that was like the worst thing that shrimp could have ever done. Because all like 8 of these things just picked it apart like piranhas, man. It was brutal, dude. Brutal. Like pulling his chest apart. Oh, man.
Well,
That was a bad death.
leastwise, it plumped them up a bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it was it was a tasty treat for them. It was a little probably, I mean, blue dreams aren't exactly cheap shrimp, but it's not like I have a shortage of them either.
Yeah,
But I did manage to save some. But the rest, I'm sorry, guys. That was my bad.
probably throw your cubs in there.
It's like a fishy death camp is what that were, a shrimpy death camp. It's brutal. These guys were like, I mean, look at them. That's what they were doing to the shrimp. Like, as soon as one of the shrimp got on the sand, they were all over it. Actually, I should check to see if there are any shrimp still hanging out, because
So what? They wasn't attacking them while they were on the glass.
well, they would hang out in one spot, like up in the back corner. I just think they were out of sight. You can't really see it, but there's like a power cord coming down for the heater, And like right up here where the power cord like meets the water, that's where like all the shrimp were hanging out. And I'm like, where are the shrimp? And I'm like, oh, there they are. Like, why are they hiding there? And then I saw that these little freaking, yeah. So they were not too small to eat the shrimp. Okay. You live and learn. You live and learn.
What are they about? One knuckle?
Yeah, getting a little bit bigger than a knuckle now. Knuckle and a quarter. Definitely, yeah, I'd say a little bit more than a knuckle. They're moving up in the world. Speaking of that, I got to get on that other tank, man. I haven't done anything. Nothing. I'm so behind. I got to get on it. That's all there is to it. All right, what else we got to do?
3G wants to know if you didn't get a video of it.
No. Actually, I probably should. It would have been kind of wild. But, you know, some people
Yeah,
don't react well to videos like that, so.
yeah. Some people, especially the shrimp people, would not have liked that video.
Dude, that bala shark, I swear, is getting, like, enormous. Like, huge. Like, he's definitely
He's,
bigger than my hand.
he's,
It's probably
he's
about, like,
probably a
this big.
teenager. He's experiencing a growth spurt.
He's like that big. Look at him, though, man. He's like a solid fish. Like, that's the kind of thing you could eat. Good eating someday, buddy. I don't know what they taste like. Probably nasty. Don't ask questions. There's your haplocat, man. See him back there?
Mm-hmm.
My finger. He's right there.
That's his face.
Yeah, you see his little whiskers. I guess we can feed you some
Did
brine. These guys are funny with the
that
brine shrimp.
the burn, did it heal completely?
Yep, gone. And I've moved the heater so it can't burn them again. So
Tell you what, if you put a cave in there, he'll probably occupy it.
yeah, you're probably right. Might not be a bad idea.
They're very nocturnal.
Yeah, I noticed that like sometimes like when feed like it's sometimes I do the thing where I don't feed these guys for a day or whatever, and then him and the pleco both. I always usually feed on this side over here, and they'll line up right out here in front of the in the sand here, just waiting because they know food's coming. And then he'll just sit around and like suck up all the. I use bug bites,
Yeah.
and he goes nuts.
Uh, I have to say though, he used to come out in the day and would eat,
Yeah, he
but then
does.
he would go right back in his hiding spot after.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's a, he's a shy guy.
Not a sociable guy in
Nah,
the
he's
day.
not into it. He's like, give me my food and leave me alone. I don't want to deal with you. I can get behind that though.
But that's like I also had a wood cat, and I would never see him in the day. He would only come out at night.
Right, I just got a text that said,
Swampy has that wood cat.
said we were back. Give me 15 minutes, so I guess might come
Oh,
up. Huh?
you heard that, people? The secret guest shall be revealed
When they
soon.
get here. If and when they get here. Who knows? Power might have went back out. Oh.
Robert says, I want to see Jason attempt to clean us a coop sponge filter.
Where have you been? I did it on that Volashark tank actually recently because it was like the only filtration on that tank is sponge filters, and they get gunked up. They get gunked up. Those Volasharks and whatever in the tank is definitely, I think it's under filtered. Let's put it that way. I should probably do better. Well, these guys can stand to eat some brine shrimp, right? Everything loves baby brine. Like even baby brine probably eats baby brine. All right, where are we going? Let's moving on. Shrimp tank. I haven't fed these shrimp in a little while. And I
And
bought.
uh,
Good. What were you saying?
have you have you experienced less algae in the tank as a result?
I don't know. Does it look like it? Does it look like there's less algae in here? I
Well,
mean, maybe.
you
Maybe it's getting better.
definitely know they don't like black
Ooh.
bear algae.
Ooh. I just heard somebody backstage. Uh oh. Uh oh. Do we have somebody backstage? Nope. Nope. Yes. 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 Hang on. Not seeing them. They're loading. So we'll see. Oh, there we go. Let's remove the old one and add the new one.
Now I can see it.
There you are.
Ah,
Now let's reveal who the guest is. All right, hang on, hang on. We got what are we doing here? There we go.
Hello, Jenny
Ba-boom!
Lynn.
Ooh, gotta hide my screen. Let me turn my camera off. It's Jenny Lynn. How you
How
doing,
are
Jenny?
you this morning, Jenny?
it's been a long night.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Uh-oh.
How's the power? It came back on?
Finally, yes.
How are the fish? Everybody all right?
Yep.
Awesome, awesome. So, Jenny, how you been?
I should not be hearing you out there.
Good, good.
Good, awesome. So, what's new and exciting? Anything?
Well, I got some orange tiger shrimp that I haven't gotten a bowl yet
Oh yeah.
from the guy in the beater.
This is the what? Acclimating still?
Yeah.
Nice. And they're, you said orange?
Yeah, the orange tigers.
Oh wow. Okay, so they're like carotenius, right?
Yeah.
Soft water ones. All right. Have you kept
So
them before?
then, no.
Right on.
Then last night we got some new fish coming from Skull.
I know you won some auctions, right?
Just
Or an auction,
one.
just one auction. Yeah, you got outbid on the other one. I know. Yeah, that's cool.
You guys are into those Goodyears.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you got? Was it the Goudet? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the tequila one.
Oh yeah. Did you have them before or no? Or these are new for
Not
you?
them.
Okay, but you did have a different type of them, right? Or a different type of
Yeah,
Goudet.
I have the Limia and then I have the San Marcos.
That's right, San Marcos. Awesome. All right, Jenny. So let's talk. What you've been keeping fish? You're a hobbyist, obviously. Pretty good hobbyist from
Yeah.
what I've seen. What you got going on?
Well, we have
How many
one,
tanks you got?
two, three,
Here, you know what? We
four,
can make you big.
5, 6,
Let's make Jenny
6
big.
tanks and 2 or 3 bowls and a pond and
6 tanks, 2 or 3 bowls, and the pond. Okay, let's start with the tanks. What do you got in the tanks?
well, the one behind me here. How do I flip my camera around?
There should be like a settings. I think it's under settings. A little, and then I can see if I can do this on a phone, man. It's been a while.
You on your phone?
Here,
Yeah,
I got
you
it.
can walk her through it. Yeah. Yeah, you just got to pick the whatever the back facing camera. There you go.
There you go.
Sweet.
So, this is the Neolamprologus multifasciatus tank,
And that's a 20 long.
20 long.
Okay, okay. Nice. Spun filter.
Gotta love a 20 long.
Oh yeah.
Lots of babies.
There's a lot of shellies in there. That's cool. So how long have you been keeping fish?
We've had tanks over 20 years.
Oh wow.
They not breeding or anything like that. We had 155 the longest.
And you've had that tank set up for 20 years? Wow. That's
It's
impressive.
been up and down and up and
I mean,
down.
I'm
But
sure it's evolved. Yeah. Right. That's cool. So you've been doing this for, I don't know, 20 some years?
Yep.
Obviously, just doing it for whatever hobby, right? Fun.
Yeah, just playing with them.
What made you decide on fish? If anything.
There's just so many different ones.
Yeah, I mean that's a hard question to answer, right? Yeah, that's cool. So that's the multi-tank, 20 long.
We'll let one cat out of the bag. Bruiser hasn't made a video on it yet, but
Uh-oh.
he got some black rose shrimp
Aww.
I got some of those. I like them.
Yeah, those are cool.
from the Garden of Eater.
Oh yeah,
He brought
yeah.
them back from the town.
Oh, is that the secret one that we're not supposed to see?
Yeah, it'll
Nice.
be all right.
It'll be all right. You'll be all right, Bruiser. Nice. That's cool. That's a cool looking bowl.
And then mine has the blue diamonds in it that we got from
This is the
Garden
one
of
that you entered for the pack a bowl contest, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Well, it looks good. It's growing in quite a bit. And you said those are what, blue dreams?
Blue diamonds.
Blue diamonds, which are high grade blue dreams. Is that what the blue diamond is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. And that's like
And
a,
then
what,
we
a
have
2-3 gallon bowl?
3 gallon, yeah.
3 gallon, okay.
Then we have the Skittles tank from LRB. Move away so you can see them.
And this is just a mix of different Neos, right? Reds, blues, oranges.
Yeah. I have a lot of clears and whites.
Okay. That's what
Some
you're.
of them.
That's kind of what happens though after a while, right? In a
Yeah.
Skittle tank, they kind of just devolve.
This is only a 2.5 gallon.
That's cool. I mean, it's great for shrimp. That's what I should do actually. Get another one. It's the last thing I need is more tanks.
Good morning, Kelly.
Well,
Good
I gotta get
morning,
some more
Brennan.
tanks.
What was that?
I said good morning,
I gotta
Kelly and
get some
Brennan.
more tanks now. These
Yeah, really.
idiots.
Let me ask you something, Jenny Lynn. Bruiser and yourself both have a love for fish. Was it
Yep.
like, did one get the other into the fish, or you guys both liked fish from the beginning?
That's a good question.
No, we both like fish from the beginning. But it's a bad thing too, because we don't
Yeah, nobody
hold
to
each
say
other back.
no.
Exactly.
Nobody to say no.
Yeah, that can get dangerous. I could see that. Like, well, we could set another tank up over here or over there.
Oh, they're all over the house.
See?
I don't have my rack yet, so they're everywhere.
What kind of rack you planning on?
The husky, like you got.
Okay, yeah. Nice. Yeah, they work well. They do work well.
And then, of course, over here, I'm surprised the crickets are being quiet. But
Don't jinx
I
it.
knew I heard crickets.
I thought I heard them earlier. I wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah.
What is this? What we got here? This
that's
is a little.
Bruiser's new tank with those endlers from Dr. Endler.
Oh, nice. Dragonstone. Endlers. Are those like the wild endlers?
Yeah.
Sweet. Sponge filter.
I think
What
I've
size
seen
tank is
this
this?
video. He did a video on this, didn't he?
I think he put a picture up, but other than that, he didn't.
All right. A picture on Instagram or something.
What size is this tank?
10 gallon.
Okay. It's nice. Like it.
One of my quarantine tanks has now got occupants permanently in it.
Yeah, I know how that goes. I know exactly how that goes.
And of
Are
course,
those
we've got the geckos, but they're not out right now. It's sleepy time for them.
Oh, were they nocturnal?
They're diurnal. They're like
Dawn.
sunset, sunrise, early morning, late evening.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And there's a top and a bottom there, right? Or is that two different
Yep.
cages? Oh yeah, there's
They're
two different.
two 36 by 18 by 18 enclosures.
And there's geckos in
This one
both?
only has one.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
he's on lookout. I'll look him up.
Now, what are these? Those are like Zoom Ed enclosures, or what are they? Is that like a pre-made
Ruppy
enclosure?
Zoo.
Okay, Reppy Zoo. Okay. Those are nice.
You gonna come out? I'm surprised they woke up.
It is early. Still kind of like that dawn.
You coming out?
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
John McKenzie says pretty soon the house
He's
will
just gonna
be like
stand there and look at me.
Daniken's.
What was that, Kirk?
John McKenzie was saying pretty soon the house will be like Daniken's. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it'll be a fish house. Sorry, I was getting
That's the
coffee.
29. You can't see it really well. It has blue daisy rice fish,
Oh,
some
nice.
CPDs, and my pygmy sunfish in it.
You said is it 29?
Yeah.
That's right. Your pygmy sunfish. How are they doing? Did you have them breed?
They're doing good. I can't get them to breed, but just a few at a time.
I see. So you do it. What are you doing with the fry? Are you raising them up, or?
Oh, yeah. Ryan from Wild Fish Tanks told me to take a male and female out and put them in a small tank, and they'll breed
In that
more
tank?
readily than if they're in a group of their own or other fish.
Oh, I
So
see.
we're going to try that.
And they lay eggs, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And they were like an egg
They'll
scatter.
lay eggs like in a rock pile. See the rock pile back there?
Okay. Do they like stick their eggs on things, or they just scatter eggs?
I don't know because they'll lay them back in those rock piles and the crevices, and you won't see them until you see fry.
I got you, until they hatch, right? Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's definitely cool. And you said there was
This is
daisy
one of
rice
the
fish?
ponds, Bruiser's mutt guppy pond.
Oh, wow. What size is that?
It's 17 gallon, I believe is what it is.
Okay. So it's not incredibly huge, right?
No,
That's neat.
they're Tractor Supply around here has them. They're called muck buckets.
I got you. Okay. Yeah, they're kind of like, yeah, I know exactly what they are. Using for mixing like
They're hard
concrete.
plastic and they
Yeah.
don't work with the water. So
Yeah, like they don't leach is what you mean, right?
yeah.
It's a nice healthy cluster of duckweed.
Oh yeah. Duckweed and guppy grass. I can grow that in droves.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty good at blackberry algae too. Let me know if you need any.
No, because I fight that in my 55. So
Yeah, exactly. Now where's the
this is the
55? Oh, I was gonna say.
this is the bowl the orange tigers will go there.
Hmm. So how are you? I mean, that's like soft water. You got like you got a way to soften the water, harden the water. I don't know how you do it.
We have well water and it's harder.
Okay.
I was talking to Grant about it, and he told me just to, their water isn't super soft down there. So he told me just to acclimate them
Just to drip them or whatever
and
slowly.
they should be fine.
Gotcha.
He said the orange tigers are not as particular as some of the other Neocaridinus. So we're going to try it.
Right. Right. Okay. You mean caradinas, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm just making
It's been a
sure. I'm
long
like,
night.
no, yeah, I'm just, trying to end confusion.
Yep.
So they can handle like a little bit of whatever, little harder situations. I'm sure as like more of these things get bred in the hobby too. I'm sure that'll be kind of like discus, where back in the day they were like, you had to have them super soft, super hot. You know.
Yeah, people are breeding them in Florida now.
Yeah, exactly. Like hard water. It just took a couple generations. I mean, it took like what, like 50 years?
Let me try something real quick here.
Yeah, good.
Animals can evolve.
Yes, they can. Here, we'll transition while she's changing. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, that's better. My Bluetooth headphones wasn't working, so.
Oh, I got you. All right, hang on. Let's get you back here. There we go. Cool.
So yes, I have a tank in the bathroom.
And this is looks like a 20 long. Is that right?
It's a 20 long. This houses, now they're gonna run away, but
Yeah,
the
Jason, I think something's up. I see a little diver man on the screen
It's because you're
of the
behind.
TV.
You're behind.
Oh, okay. I got it.
You should watch the live feed. Okay.
oh, there's one. We got some super red bristlenose from Ray Aquatics. We've got 4 of those in here.
Okay.
This
Nice.
also houses my L333s,
Ooh.
which
All right.
Now you're
they're
talking.
in there.
Yeah, well,
Now
we can believe you.
Now you're talking my language.
How many of the
Yeah, let me
333s you
see.
got?
We have 2.
Nice. Nice. Shame
Hopefully
you're not
it's a
coming to the
male and a
clash, because I know a
female.
guy that's got a whole bunch of them.
I got those from the class last year.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember that. But you didn't get them from
Is it
this
from
guy.
the Petco Hotels and Ceramics or something like that? Hotel.
No. I was trying to remember the gentleman's name.
That's right. You bought them
He
on
was one
at the
of the
SWAT.
breeders.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't at the auction you got those. You got those at the.
No,
Okay.
vendor room.
But you did get fish at the auction too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those Neolamprologus, we got the start of those there.
Gotcha. Well, clearly they worked out.
There's a tail. Wonder if I can make it bigger.
Yeah. Not entirely sure you can make it bigger.
There you go, Fishy Mon. There's a tail.
There's a tail. That's awesome.
But you got what do you say, 4 super reds in there too?
Yeah, just to grow up for now. They'll go into 55.
Yeah, because those things are rabbits.
Yeah. They're too small to go in with my electric blue jack Dempsey right now. So
Right. Bristlenose are like, they can turn into quite a bit in a very short space of time.
Now you're just to sidetrack here. Your sponge filters, are they all running on individual pumps, or are they all on one
yeah.
system? Okay.
We want to get a linear piston, but with them being all throughout the house, we
Yeah,
have
that's
to
gonna.
wait until we get the rack.
I was gonna say it'd be hard to do that. You'd have to almost consolidate them in one area.
He just went back further.
He's hiding.
Yeah.
I see him in there. You said there's 2 in there, and the other one's in the other cave, I'm assuming?
The other one, is it in the cave? No, he's down in the rocks. They love to get down in between those
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
smooth stones.
It's almost better
That's
than
a
a
good
cave.
sign too, because it's my experience that the males like to cave up and the females like to just hide in rocks and stuff.
Yes, he's down in there.
Okay, so you might have a pair.
Maybe. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, and you've had them for
Fingers
about
crossed.
almost a year now, right? Yeah.
And then the two fish you see in here is those jewel cichlids I picked up at the Crown. They're hiding now that Bruiser put the light on it.
Yeah, that's cool. Jewel cichlids are nice.
They're little grumpy fellows. I have to watch them.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They're African cichlids, right?
Is that the?
Jewel cichlids.
Yeah, East or West Africa.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well,
Is that the one that was in that aquascape tank that they were getting?
yeah,
Okay, that's
Je-
right.
um,
The Jennifer Williams one. Yeah, I do remember
yeah.
that. That was a nice fish. I do remember that.
They're starting to color up.
Yeah. Sweet. That's a nice tank. You got a lot of nice tanks. Is that Buse in there too?
No, just
What's to the left there? That was like it almost looked purplish. Yeah,
Tropica, I think is what they called it. We got that at the class last year. If my snail don't sit there and eat it, but
the one that's behind the coconut.
yeah,
That's called what?
Tropica, I believe is what it was called.
Okay, like Cryptropica. I think there's a Crypticorn Tropica. That looks like a Buse though, doesn't it?
What, Tropica? He yelled at me, but
I
I don't know what he
heard
said.
I heard him yell. Yeah, it is. I think he said yeah. That's funny. What up, Bruiser?
That's Boost.
It is
That's
Buse. Okay.
Goose.
Okay.
Tropica was the company I got.
Oh, okay. Tropica
Okay.
was the company you got it from.
All right. That Buse is looking good though. I thought it was Buse. Yeah, it looks good. Like it.
Alashon is saying, read the chat, fishy man. Do
Yeah.
your job.
Come on, Fishy Man. What the heck am I paying you for?
Paul Sarah said, don't talk to Kirk about tail. Get him hot and bothered.
That's right. He likes a good pleco tail.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, now I got to go downstairs.
All right.
That's all up here.
We'll change to the waiting symbol while you're transitioning. There you go. You could probably even look at a tank. We could look at a tank here. I still gotta feed I'm just like in the middle of feeding everybody. Stopped.
Fuji says, I love my jewels. A-holes for sure.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
Alashon says they're from East Africa. If they're,
Isn't that like what Dr. Loisel specializes in? The East African cichlids.
RKANA jewels.
Nice. Alright, we're gonna feed the saltwater guys some brine. Uh-oh. Cutting out there for a sec, Jenny. Let's hope you come back. Probably waiting for the signal here. Kind of breaking up. So I need to feed. Feed those guys. Uh-oh. Did we lose Jenny? Yep, we lost Jenny. She'll be back. No worry. Oh, speaking of Jenny. Oh no. We got a loading screen here though. So I'm gonna wait till I see her. Bring her up.
Vanilla says, watch
She just
out.
came back. That was weird.
Watch out. They really breed and are very good parents.
Oh yeah. Alright, let's remove that. Let's see if I can bring her back. Yeah, you're breaking up, Jenny. I think you might just be in a bad spot with your Wi-Fi. Well, we'll see. We'll hang in there.
And Alashon says, I asked Jenny if the L333 are from Carl Shell.
Yeah. Well, we will if we can. Technical difficulties, folks. Hang in there. things happen. Fed you black worms. But we can keep, keep hanging on here until Jenny gets back. Oh, wait,
Oh, she's back.
she's back. I don't know if she can hear us.
I switched to my Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll help.
Yep, seems to have helped.
Can you hear me?
Yep, can you hear us?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Yep.
Let me get you back solo here, and make you there. Cool.
I
Good.
switched to the 55 to come out here by the Wi-Fi.
This is a 55. Okay, that's a nice looking tank. Holy cow! Look at those fish. Look at those
This
plants.
has got my electric blue in it.
Man, that's a good looking electric
And from
blue.
what I read online, I think she's a girl.
Okay, interesting.
And then we got 2 regular Jack Dempsey's juveniles.
Sweet.
That's one of them.
Those are absolutely one of my favorite cichlids, by the way, Jack Dempsey's. I used to have one when I was a kid. Loved them.
I don't see the other one right now, but he'll come out.
Someday I might get
And they're
one.
in here with my pseudomcgills
Oh yeah, well yeah.
and my dojo loach.
Oh nice.
But everybody kind of gets along, so.
What kind of rainbows are those?
The pseudomcgills, the dwarf neon.
Oh, dwarf neon rainbows. Sweet. Wow, they look big. Chunky.
We've had them for a couple years now, haven't we?
Yeah, nice.
2 years.
That's
Bred 'em.
awesome. Oh yeah, bred them.
I can't do it in here because the eggs get eaten. There's
Oh,
the other
yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's the thing. The thing with rainbows, they like to eat their own eggs.
That's a
That
big
and the dojo loach.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah, true. Very true.
And these guys down here.
Were they Corey's? Yeah. What kind?
They were sold as mixed. So they were just at my LFS and we liked them.
Probably like whatever they Schultz eyes or whatever the heck they are. I can't remember. Weitzman. There's so many that look like
maybe
the
the
salt and pepper looking things. Yeah.
False ones or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Still, great fish. Love them. Look how
And
plump
there's
they
a
are.
bristle nose in here.
Nice.
That's a young male. He'll be going into the other 55 with the other regular bristle nose when I bring the 4 other ones down.
Jenny Lynn, Alishon was asking if you got the L333s from Carl Schell.
Was it Carl Shell we got the
SCHELL.
333s from?
What?
Was it Carl Shell at the Clash that we got
I
those?
just answered Alice
Oh.
in the chat.
Read your chat.
I'm not sure of the gentleman's name.
Yeah. But it was at the table. Yeah, you said it was one of the
Yeah, he
vendors,
was in the vendor room. When you
Yeah.
first walked in, I showed you, remember, Jason, the L333s I showed you? There was 3 of them in the bag.
I do remember. I think it was like one of the first 2 yeah, it was like the second table when you came in there
Yeah.
on the left, right? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got them home and they got ick, and I had
Oh.
the smallest one didn't make it, so I just have the 2.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I do remember them getting ick, yeah. That happens. Man,
A lot of times it's stressing.
Yeah, they got it from.
Rainbow or killifish right past that because you bought killifish too.
That's right. Didn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, you did get killifish, and they didn't make
Yeah.
it either, right? Yeah.
Not through the ick, no, because everything that was in that bucket got ick.
Yeah. Somebody probably whatever just stressed out, and I don't even know how. I don't think anybody really understands how ick works, but it just does.
And then
Like, I don't
the
know,
Limias.
I guess they must carry
Huh?
it. No, I'm just trying to think of how they get it ick. Like
Oh.
sometimes you could have no ick in the water, and then they get ick.
This is our 55 that we've had for a long time. Can you tell it's got a brace holding it together?
Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, that's a great idea, man. I should have thought of. I didn't even have that idea.
I find that 55s the brace tends to break a lot. Because I had a 55 that did the same thing.
I had a 55 that brace broke too. That was a scary situation.
This has our Limias in it from Skull
Oh yeah.
that we won in the Vinay auction.
Yeah. Are you Are you gonna put the lemurs you're getting from Skull again in there? Or are you getting Goodaids
Those are goodeids.
that you got? Yeah, that's
They'll
right,
go in their own tank.
dude. Those fish were incredible. I wish I had a spot for them. Man, I gotta get a spot for those fish. Those are nice looking fish. Like the Goodaids. I can't remember what kind were they called. The tequila.
Yeah, tequila for short.
Okay, let's go with that because it's so hard to remember.
Well, the nice thing about Scholars is he always sends you.
Mm.
That's the Lemmy's name.
Oh yeah, that's the one he auctioned off last night too, right? The other ones.
Yeah, he said he did a pair or a group of those too.
Awesome. So yeah, sweet. So you have a colony of them going too. Limia
Yep.
perugia, I think is what they were. That's a good idea putting a label on there like that. I should do that. I always forget what I mean. I should put the numbers too, because I forget how many I put in there. Do I have like 3, 7? Is this a sponge filter too?
Sponge filter with a power head on it.
Power head, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool. Is that
We
like
got
that
lots of
ocelot? That's
fun.
that pogostemon, right? Ocellatus or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I
Yeah.
got that stuff goes crazy. I love it though.
We finally got some Helferi when we was at the Crown
Oh yeah.
off of Dustin,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but it's just getting started.
I didn't really see Dustin much, man. By the time I rode through there, he was like sold out at like half of everything, and then he was packing
Yeah, it
up and
didn't take
leaving.
long.
He's only there
I
for the
got the
day.
very last Helferi,
Oh yeah, yeah,
very last one, and he hadn't been open very long at all.
yeah, yeah. And he only showed up for that one day, right? Like it was like that Saturday, and he was out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Helper.
Yeah, it's a nice
Yours
plant.
is really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's doing all right with it. I have some
I'm
of it
trying to
growing
like
too, but
switch it to different tanks right now. Split it up so you know I have it growing the different spots. But it's hard to change the tank. It starts melting back a bit.
yeah,
We stuck, it had 2 stems of it in the pot that we bought, and we stuck it in that new guppy 10-gallon up there just to get it started and see what
Yeah.
happens with it.
yeah.
Give it plenty of light.
It's a pretty
Some
slow grower
first.
too, and it's not like it grows incredibly fast. Well, Kirk, you know, he grows everything incredibly fast.
Yeah.
It's my water. I don't do nothing special.
You tend to it like like it's your little garden. Like every day you're down there.
I'm what they call that dude, uh, that with the bonsai, you know, Karate Kid dude,
Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi. That's
Mr. Fishymon. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. We'll go with that. What does it say? Belly
Belly up.
up. Nice. What's in
These
here?
are the least killifish.
Ah.
We got those off of Ryan from Wild Fish Tanks.
Yeah. Did you have some already, or you just got the?
We had one back when I first got the pygmy sunfish,
Okay.
and it was actually just a very small fry, and it made it all the way here from Florida without getting eaten in the same bag with all the other fish. So he lived for quite some time in his own little bowl, and
And now
we
he's
did finally
graduated.
lose him, but
Oh,
we wanted to start a colony of them, so we got
cool.
a bunch off of him.
And these are live bears, right? Or no?
Yeah, but
'Cause,
they
yeah.
only have
Yeah.
maybe one at a time. They're very tiny.
Yeah. Cool though. That is definitely cool.
My
Neat.
coolie loaches are in here too, so There's only 2 of them, but they hide all the time.
Sure, you have coolie loaches. Yeah. That's how they like to roll.
They were out swimming freely with the electric off this morning
Oh yeah,
and no pumps running, and they were just going nuts in the tank.
they're probably digging it.
I don't know. I barely ever see my coolie loaches.
Remember that one video you had of it like worming around in the mulm?
Yeah, they love the mold.
Love
They're
the
like a
mulm.
pig in mud.
Mm-hmm.
This Anubias isn't completely planted. You can see the roots and then the rhizome,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't bury the rhizome.
and they like to get underneath the rhizome in between the sand and the roots.
Oh yeah. 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 Kind of chill out. Is that subwassertang there too?
Yeah,
Nice. Cool.
it's not doing great. It's not dying,
Is it?
but it's not doing great.
I know how that goes. I put it in tanks and it just died. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen it again, so let's put it that way. I don't know what happened to it.
I've never had it.
Sometimes I hear it grows in like really like kind of like dim light, and sometimes it grows in really high light. I don't know. It's a weird plant. It's almost like a
Yeah,
cellophane. It's kind of crazy.
it almost looks artificial. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So these are not actually killifish. They're a live bear, and they're a Native American fish, right?
Well,
Or native to
yes, they
North
are Native
America.
American fish,
Native to North
and
America.
these, I don't know if these are actually ones he caught wild or ones he raises. He does both.
Oh, that's right, because he always he lives in Florida and goes collecting. And I know those guys are
Hmm.
out there. I think they go as far north, maybe as like Georgia-ish, or maybe further. I'm not entirely sure what the range is, but they're a cool little fish.
Oh yeah,
They're like a topwater one too, right? Like in the wild.
yeah, mostly. They'll go down in the leaves here and hide sometimes, but
Yeah.
they're mostly out towards the top. They like to go up into my filter because this Fluval speck has vents
Oh yeah, yeah.
up there for the filter in the back, so
That's what
they
this
have a
tank.
little
It's a.
hidey hole back there.
Well, yeah. What size is this? This is a spec you said, so it is like a 15
5
or
gallon.
5 gallon. Okay, well.
Hmm.
It's got like the overflow, whatever thingy in the back there.
Yep.
How do you like that tank? Looks cool.
I like it. It's been a good tank as in the light. The
It,
light takes its fit. Sometimes it'll work really, really good. Sometimes it won't work at all.
oh, I see.
Quit for a while, and then it came back.
He's gotta give it a good thwack.
But
So it came.
it's
It has
hard
its
to,
own light on it. Is what it
yeah,
comes. They're all closed. I see.
it's
Oh
it's all
yeah.
connected together
Mm,
up here.
gotcha.
B&W Aqua says the Washitang is a slow grower. It's fern.
Yeah.
It's a fern, one cell thick.
Wow. That's why it looks so thin. It's delicate. I wonder what it tastes like.
No.
You're like, no. No, I don't. None of that.
And this next one, you're not allowed to taste him either.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What I think it might be?
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Come on.
Look at this crazy
Come
thing.
down here where they can see you. He loves hanging out in those liquidia stems. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah. Cool.
Paul says he has to look around canals here for pygmy sunfish.
Yeah, you should, man. They're cool. Look at this guy. Just
Oh,
Oh,
chilling.
that's a
Axolotl. Axolotl.
you ask a lot of questions.
That's right. You ask a lot of questions. Look at him. He's cool.
he's still in a 10-gallon, but we're getting him a 20-gallon long.
Yeah.
So that tank has no heater.
Nope.
Yeah, you got to keep them kind of cooler, right? They can't get above a certain temp.
Yeah, we like to keep him down below 73.
Yeah. Cooler the better, I guess, right? Well, I guess to a point.
They are so uh, prehistoric.
Yeah, they're kind of crazy. Look at those gill stalks.
Yeah, it's like they were just about to start coming out of the water and decided, nope,
Like, nah, we're
I'm
gonna hang
gonna.
here.
Yeah,
But they can become terrestrial, right, or whatever. Like they can become air breathers, or no? They just lose their gill stalks. Don't they
I
become like
think they just,
salamanders or something like that, or newts or whatever? If they get too
yeah, I
hot,
don't
isn't that
know.
why you can't keep them too hot? Because they transition. I don't really know a lot
That and
about these.
very clean water, because it'll melt their gill stalks too.
Yeah.
can they breathe air as well, or
Yeah,
no?
he'll go up and get breaths of air.
Yeah, I think if they get too warm, then they lose those gill stalks and they become like whatever, semi-aquatic. Crazy. The 60, yeah, they're talking about the 60 breeders.
Yeah,
Those are interesting. Robert has one of those Tianaqua, and he was talking about it. There's some flaws to them. I think he mentioned it.
yeah, it's they're using the frames from the 75s, and because the glass is a different thickness,
Thickness, yeah, it changes the
it
actual.
doesn't fully fill the frame properly.
Yeah,
There's usually a little space.
on one of the sides, there's usually a gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me try this other tank again. Since I'm on the Wi-Fi down here, it may not cut out.
All right, let's go.
Forgot my tub.
We'll go to waiting.
Okay.
Ice guppies.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is it staying in now?
Yeah.
This is the San Marcos tank. It's a 20 long.
Oh man, look at those guys. Holy cow. I mean, I know even whatever's coming through in this camera, man, they look pretty cool. Wow.
We got starting to get lots of little ones in here.
That is them like coming through like purple, red, whatever
Hmm.
that is. Holy cow.
Yep.
Wow, these are Gudaids too?
These are good dads.
Okay. And they're San Marcos?
Hmm.
And you're getting the tequila Gudaids
Hmm.
from Skull. Cool. Wow.
Unheated tank. There's no heat in this tank, just a sponge filter
Right,
and
because
plants.
they kind of like it on the whatever cooler side.
Cooler.
Is that
So don't the Limias, they're cooler.
okay?
And also the least killifish like it a little bit cooler. They don't
Yeah,
like it real hot.
perfect. Should I definitely need a separate tank. And this is a 55?
No, this is a 20 long.
Oh, okay, wow.
This is the one I used to have my sparkling gouramis in.
Oh yeah. That's so cool. Well, I gotta get up some. I think at some point I might have to do some Gudaids myself here. Those and the San Marcos are definitely cool looking. And then the tequila ones, well, they look pretty wild too.
It's really amazing how many there are of them.
Yeah,
The different types of Goodaids.
yeah, yeah. You're not wrong. And the fact that they're all like pretty much critically endangered or like whatever, and they're wild or endangered or extinct or whatever. Isn't that the tequila ones were extinct in the wild and then they've been reintroduced
Yeah,
or
that's what
something?
they saying
Yeah,
last night.
yeah. How about these guys? Do you know anything about if these guys are extinct or endangered or?
I'm not for sure on them.
Right. Pretty sure like all Gudaids are Cares fish. Or most. Which means that they're not doing so good in the wild. Some strains are actually only alive in the hobby.
Wasn't those ones that KJE did last night? They're only in the hobby.
I can't remember if that was, yeah, maybe.
They were.
They were. That's what Bruiser said.
He told
Okay.
me I forgot one little pond.
Oh,
His Clash Guppies.
I'm behind a little bit. These ones here were the first ones I think they reintroduced in Mexico. The Dordroys
these guys that we're looking
are the
at.
first ones they reintroduced, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
He hears you.
Yeah, I hear him. Yeah. I believe he was saying that these were the first ones that they tried to reintroduce. I guess the San
Yeah.
Marcos. That's cool. So they were extinct, and now they might be endangered, critically endangered, which is better than being extinct. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. They're native to like the Mexico area, right? Like somewhere in there,
Yeah.
Central America.
I wonder what caused them to go extinct.
I think it's their habitats being destroyed by like I don't know,
Farming or something,
something.
or
Yeah, encroachment, civilization, cities,
pollution.
pollution. Yeah,
Pollution.
pollution. It's probably a big one. And I believe they only come from like, it's kind of like endlers and stuff like that, right? They only come from like little like creeks. I don't know. I don't actually really know, so I'm
And
just
Patty
speculating.
just came in and she said, "Oh my, I missed the easy stream. It's gonna be a good day."
You missed it. Thanks, Patty.
And she says, "I mean, Degenerate has a guest on and didn't even advertise it."
Nope. That's the beauty of this is you gotta be here to witness. I talked about it. I advertised it on several streams. I just didn't reveal who the guest was.
Patty just doesn't listen to you.
It's Patty. Why does it keep saying? All right, what's going on here? I'm trying to click. Which one is this? Uh-huh.
No, these are a group of spear-tail guppies you got at the class last year.
Spade tail.
Spade-tail. You know more about them than I do. Talk loud.
Oh, they're just some spade tails that you got in the auction. And I've got the guy's name upstairs on top of the refrigerator. And I believe he's the same guy that I got the Endlers from that come from Dr. Endler's line at the
Are
Crown.
those
Slash.
are those endlers the black
But
bar
yeah, these are
endlers?
the spade tails, and they didn't breed real good for a while.
Oh
They
my God.
slowly dropped the fry here and there, and in the last 3 months, they have started to explode in there.
Can you catch one so they can see him? We can't see him in here.
Let me get the dip cup thing.
Nice. So how big is this pond?
That pond is just a tote, actually. How many gallons you got in there?
That's a 15-gallon.
15 gallons, he's saying he's got in there. But it's just a tote.
Okay. Cool. It's like a tote pond. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Anything that holds water.
All right. This is the. All right. Now it finally worked. I was trying to highlight this comment. I get highlighting something else. Keels were introduced according to Alishan. Look at that guy. There's a dojo. Oh yeah, we've seen this tank. Yeah.
Yeah. He's trying to get those guppies out so you can see them.
Yeah. No worries. What's the filter on the left there? Oh, that's just the power head.
The power head with one of those
Oh
pre-filters
yeah,
on
okay.
it.
I got you. Okay, I see it now.
This is the one I fight blackbeard algae in. See?
Yes. See it.
And then it gets on, I get this film on my plants, so that's why I tried
I get that
to
too.
put
with some of the
flow in
plants.
there.
Yeah.
But only in
It's
this one.
almost like looking at Jason's tags.
Oh man, I didn't even show the one tank today. God, it's a mess. That was gonna be the next thing if Jenny didn't show up. Is I was gonna start cleaning
Clean
that
that.
tank because it's bad. I think it was just, but we did that once before. No, it's not blackbeard algae either. It's like, well, I mean, sure
Is it
there
the
is, but
ghost knife
yeah,
tag?
yep. Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, I got one of the males that's got a good spade on him. And the females, that's the first time I've dipped him out since I got him out of there. That one up
Get
there
the
on the top
flashlight.
left is a really nice one over there.
Get the flashlight, you can't see him.
According to Paul, Gararupa will clean up Blackbeard.
Interesting.
Is that getting them?
Well, Gara Spilota won't because they're in a tank. I have a tank with Gara Spilota, and the blackbeard algae is growing like crazy in there. It's only now starting to die back because the green hair algae taking
I
over.
don't even know if I need to call any of them yet. I haven't done nothing because they weren't breeding real good.
These are the spade tail ones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see it. I can kind of see that tail. Cool. And you won these at an auction, you said, last year? To Clash?
Yeah. Yeah, the Sunday auction.
Yeah. I'll be there this year for it. I missed it last year because I didn't stay. I only came for Saturday.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe you might have to drop Shanna back to the airport, so you might miss it again this year.
You actually might not be wrong. That's true. I didn't think about that. Still waiting to figure out whatever
I'll
the
be there
flight
though.
schedule is. Maybe you can drive there to the airport. And I'll stay at the auction.
Bros before.
Alright, we'll go together. We'll hang in there. Definitely cool.
He said he hasn't called any of them yet because they weren't breeding real good, but then they just started exploding.
Yeah.
So
It looks like they're hitting the critical mass now.
I don't know. If you ask me, culling is for professional breeders that are
that one's
doing
nice.
it
That
to
one is the one.
resale and stuff.
That one is nice. Look at
I believe
He's
in
a younger
just
one too.
letting fish do their thing.
that. Yeah.
Pretty
The
good.
thing is, it will
There he
devolve
is.
the line though if you're really worried about it. But yeah, you're right. Unless you want you to stay on it, it's gonna.
It's
Wow,
like
they have
shrimp. Shrimp start to throw so
do
much
see
other
someone need to
colors.
call.
It's like you gotta keep on top of it, otherwise,
Yeah,
before you know it, you got wild shrimp.
not wrong.
But that's it.
Sweet. Jenny,
That's
that
our
was
house of
awesome.
madness.
Now you can go sit in the rocking chair and chat.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks, Bruiser, for showing us that. Jenny, thank you very much for showing all your tanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So now we know what Jenny's doing. All the crazy stuff she got going on. And Bruiser. Cool.
That's what I usually do when I'm home. I'm playing in tanks.
Yeah. I understand that. But yeah, so what do you got on the horizon? You try, you said you get in a rack. You got fish moving around.
Rack, we need at least 2 or 3 more tanks. I have an empty 40 breeder upstairs that don't have anything in it yet.
Ooh,
So
that
we'll
rack's gonna
see.
fill up quick, isn't it? You might need more than one rack. You got those the Goodades coming from Skull from the auction.
Mystery snails.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Is that one of the ivory ones?
Yeah.
Those
With
are
a little
actually
bit of
I like that. The ivory ones are my favorite actually.
algae, and then he's got trapdoors in here too.
Mine all died. I had trapdoors, they all died. I had white wizard snails, they all died too. I'm a bad snail keeper. Yeah, but that's a nice tank.
This is the one he maintains. He planted it.
And I do very little maintenance on it.
He does very little maintenance on it.
I like that ocellatus though. That looks great in the back there.
Zoom in on that male right there.
Wow. These are the Limia Perugias?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, they look great. Nice. And Limias are live bearers too, right?
Yep.
Crazy. And I believe they're Karis fish as well, right?
Yep.
Kind of the same situation as good heads. I wonder, do they occupy the same waters? Are they same region, I guess? Same areas?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That I don't know.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Sweet. Jealous, Jenny. I'm very jealous. Look what I
Patty
got.
says
This
it's
is what I
looking
got.
quite lush.
See? Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Yeah, I could show you what I got going on. This is what I got.
Well,
Big old mess.
mine wasn't quite that bad, but I've worked on mine for 2 days, and then we lost power last night.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's rough. Well, at least it worked out. You know, came back on, came back up. I appreciate it.
Well, you guys got so much plants, losing power probably.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not usually an issue. The only
Yeah.
one I was worried about was electric blue because it's a bigger fish, but she did fine.
yeah, yeah. The plants definitely help in that aspect.
Not
Wasn't it?
many people get those electric blues to get that big either.
Yeah.
Electric
Did you say
blues
she was 5 3/4 inches whenever you measured her?
right around there.
All right. How many knuckles?
Yeah.
5 3/4.
But those electric blues though, a lot of times they have like a lot of genetic like
Yeah, it's a
defects and
hybrid.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, imperfections, and it causes them not to have a long life.
yeah. That one looks like it's doing pretty good. Awesome.
Patty's apologizing to Bruiser. She says, "I'm sorry, I missed this. I woke up and fell back asleep."
Uh oh. See, I told you there was people that did that. Schmutz needs love too. What? Oh man, I have no idea what's happening. That bulbitis is loving the tank, says Atkins. Yeah, me too, 3G. I think, yeah. I can do alright with mystery, not mystery, some mystery snails. I have like one in the blind cave tank is still alive. I see him every once in a while. And I believe there's one in the shrimp tank. I haven't seen it in a long time. Other than that, it's like ram's horns and pond snails and Malaysians.
Well, the only snails this tank gets is extra ram's horns because the dojo will eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
On down there's the shells.
I did notice that I have
Yeah.
Malaysian trumpet snails in my tank with my zebra loach. And I'm guessing somehow either they survived or he doesn't want them.
Malaysian trumpet snails, their shells are a little bit harder than like ram's horns and stuff.
True.
Uh,
But zebra loach is pretty big. And I don't know, maybe he's just well fed, I guess. Because he cleared the tank of the Malaysians at one point. At least I thought he did, and then I saw some still surviving. So
Under the sponge, that male, man, he's really colored up.
yeah, look at that guy. See the tail on him from across the room. Must be early morning in rainbows, right? They kind of like that.
Before the lights come on yet.
Nice.
Ian is saying I can't keep electric blue acara alive,
Oh wow.
although regular blue acara do fine.
Oh, that's the same thing. Electric blues are, yeah, I guess they're kind of like a hybrid. Hey, I just realized. Okay. Cruise air moving, just not a lot. Yeah.
I want zebra car like Ian has.
Yeah,
Very
those
nice.
are cool.
Very nice. Yeah, so many tanks. So many fish, not enough tanks, let's put it that way. Definitely need to get some more.
3G is saying nothing eats Malaysian trumpet snails.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. Like, well, there is some stuff that does. I do think that the zebra loach did eat a bunch of them. I just think he's just kind of whatever. He eats the bug bites. It's easier. That's why I think some of them are surviving. Either that, or like Malaysians are. Well, the thing with Malaysians is they're nocturnal, right? They come out at night, so a lot of stuff doesn't eat. Like pea puffers won't eat them because they don't see them because they're sleeping. That's my experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, Malaysians are nuts. Be careful with them.
Alishan says limia are found in the Caribbean mainly. Fishyman should know this.
You should know this, Fishymon. They're probably like you probably kept them in your little whatever
Caught
jars.
them wild. Yeah, we used to go fishing in all the little creeks and stuff. I mean, not fishing, but
Yeah,
collecting
collecting
fish
or
and
whatever.
stuff. Yeah, little wild guppies and stuff.
You're mean.
Funny fact, they say that the original wild guppy came from Trinidad.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
like
sir.
the actual. Here, we can do
Yeah,
this.
wild guppy.
We can do this right now. Whoop! I gotta mute my camera. Yeah.
Didn't you get some assassin snails?
I did. I do.
And how are they doing?
Last time I checked, they look like they're doing. I think. Yeah, I see one right now. It's just cruising around. I have at least one. I had a bunch. I think they're bred. I know some of them died off because I got like I can't remember. I bought a bunch of. I found the Pecco had some, so I got like I don't know 4 or 5, and then I went to that one swap like that was right afterwards, and I got like a bag of them too. So I threw them all in the same tank, and then, yeah, I've seen them feeding on. They'll eat the Malaysians. They've definitely kept them in check in that tank, and I think they might have actually eradicated them. And I don't know. Will
Uh,
assassins? Will
I thought
assassins assassinate assassins? That's a good
according to
question.
3G, Malaysian trumpet snails was riding the assassin snail like a park ride.
I don't know. I've seen them with the death grip on them, with like the whole like just sitting there eating it basically. So the assassins in the tank, they've dwindled, and or not the Malaysians in the tank have dwindled. The assassins have taken care of a lot of them. I've actually seen them eating the Malaysians. Oh yeah. I should check to see how many I got in there, man. I could spread them around. Because the assassins are actually a pretty cool little snail. I like them. They got a cooler, darker pattern. They're more of an interesting looking snail to begin with. I hear is that the cricket?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
back upstairs.
I hear the cricket.
Ian is saying, yeah, I got to
There's
rehome. Sorry. Ian was saying I got to rehome my zebra cara, but I'm keeping my extra male.
Oh
I'm
wow.
not able to get my pair into their own tank at the moment
Gotcha.
and don't have to breed them properly. Maybe
my
maybe you could work something out with Ian and get a zebra cara from him,
Yeah, there you go.
Jenny.
my
Sorry for
upstairs
cutting you
sounds
off.
like the outside with the crickets.
Exactly.
I had one in my basement. It used to drive me crazy.
Dude, that's like insanity. Like a bunch of crickets is all right. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like a rhythmic thing. But like one cricket is maddening.
Well, I order them 500 at a time, so it usually takes them a day or two to really start croaking.
They start going nuts. I mean, you feed them and stuff like that. I guess.
Yep.
I don't know what you feed crickets, but
There's a
grass.
meal, powder meal
Wow.
stuff that you can buy, and it's what they eat, but it's good for your
Like gut loads them.
reptile. So you
Okay.
kind of gut loading them, yeah.
Gotcha.
Alishon says I feed Malaysian trumpet snails to assassins. The tank is a shell yard of ex-MTS.
Nice. Nice. That's cool.
Peplin says I have an extra female if you need, Ian. Probably the zebra cara.
Yeah. Yeah, Barbara. That might be what's happening with the knowing love of food and eat it all the time until one day you don't want it anymore. It's a zebra loach story. My chat died, did it?
Sitting on the floor.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Hey, we could take you off solo. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Thank you
That's
very
it.
much, Jenny. God. What were you
you
saying?
got some great tanks there, Jenny Lynn.
Thank you.
I love all the plants in them.
Yeah. And what you feed your tanks? What do you mostly feed? Just various stuff.
Combination of frozen and pellet food. We have aquarium co-op, fry food.
Yeah. Okay. Do any live foods, or you just mostly frozen and dry goods?
Brine shrimp. He does brine shrimp.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And then he'll make like extra and freeze it. So we'll have it for a couple days.
Yeah, that's
Can
cool.
you
That's
ease
actually a
in
great
the
idea.
house?
Great idea. Well, I think we're pretty much at the end of the stream here, right? We are over our normal time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, it
By
does.
the way, Jenny, I heard that Jason came back with some of some special stuff from you guys, and he didn't share any with me.
He needed it. He was sick.
Exactly.
Just putting that out there. Well, yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to share any that he might have contaminated.
Exactly. I was drinking out of the jar, so it was definitely not clean. No.
And I got his sticker. It's
Yeah,
up
actually,
with the rest of my stickers.
I don't think I can. Well, I can't show this solo, but I can show it, or in the StreamYard, but I can show
Did he
it.
give you any of mine?
Yes, and a magnet.
Good.
So you got Fishimon magnet. See, that was good.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm bringing more to the class too.
Yeah, I'm bringing stuff. I got magnets as well
Yeah.
for the Clash, and
You
more
know,
stuff.
And
I have
I
his magnet on my car and mine, and he refuses to put my magnet on his car.
yeah, I wouldn't
That's
put it on my car.
Here, let me see. You guys can't see what I'm looking at. Well, actually, I don't need to make myself solo, but there we go. There's the Jenny Lynn sticker. I did the magnet thing. So
Like Ed.
it's a magnet. There you go. Right on. All right, guys. Well,
You're a rocket scientist, you know that?
yeah, I know. Rocket chemistry. Stop that. All right. Well, I appreciate it very much, Jenny, coming up. I love seeing your tanks.
No problem.
I love seeing what you got
I'm
going
just
on.
glad the signal held out.
Yeah, no, it was great. It worked out great. Everything worked out fine, man. Don't worry. It was awesome. I appreciate it very much. And I guess that's it, guys. We'll do this next week, same time. You good, Fishimon, for next week?
Yep.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, folks, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks to anybody watching replay. Please hit that like. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. But do it. Hit that button. All right, guys. See you in the next one.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.